Hey, so this is just a random video that I want to make. So anyway, there are a daily UI challenge I'm doing here right now. Daily UI 26 subscribe, and here is my result. I'm not gonna. I haven't. I didn't record the process I make this, but it's just pretty simple. So background, a black box. Okay. Anyway. I saw a post on Design News, and he analyzed the pro and con of this daily UI challenge I want to share with you. So I'm gonna read the post. Well, to me, the answer is yes and no. Despite I'm reading it right now. Despite admiring the commitment and the time some people invest on those challenge, I would like to challenge the idea and know more about others' opinions. So here's my take. No, the bad part. There are three bad part about this. No, and one, design is not art; it's a profession. In reality, it needs to address pain point of certain target user as well as backing up the business goal. With random UI challenge, the designer does not have a real user and real word problem. Thus, the success of the design cannot be validated. So it just second, random challenge are like talking to random challenge are like talking to yourself aloud to improve yourself in a foreign language. However, you're limited to your knowledge and skill domain. User flow define the way people interact and do stuff with your app. Single screen challenge usually ignore the fact their previous and or next step performed by the user. Therefore, most of the challenge cannot address the overall user experience. And of course, there are good part. Yes, especially for beginner, you have a bold commitment to constantly push design. Maybe get faster and design get fa- maybe get faster and make a research. If challenge are published, you get constant feedback and create social presence online. However, I would still argue the quality of the feedback, like awesome on Dribble. You get to design user interaction that you have no opportunity to deal with before. It might define and widen your ability to handle similar real-world cases in the future. So the comment is, I'm reading comment. So question is their site filled with UI tasks to complete? The hardest thing is to pick and choose what to do next. Too much choice is a problem. Okay. That's exactly what we subscribe. Let's see. Let's make it bigger. So just a title, description, input box, and a subscribe button, and some shadow to make it look like real, and proper naming, and the folder. That's it. So this is pretty ugly and just like really amateur stuff. I know. Just yeah. So I'm on day 4 today. The thing I want to achieve with this is to break out my daily design tasks, which include design heavy system for co-op with a lot of useful but not fun stuff. So the pro, I am having fun. I grow my fellow audience and upgrading my skill. What would I like more from daily wise? More specific tasks instead of a landing page. I want to receive something like landing page which showcase put product here. You can follow me here. So, yo. Kirsten, I don't know how to read his name. Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. I think a lot of time the word designer take multiple way. A lot of people assume virtual visual visual designer, while others take it as technical value of more than just look at it, but the way it work. As for 100-day challenge, I believe the spirit behind it lay in the virtual side of things, while everybody worked to make things as useful as meaningful possible. I think having fun flexing your virtual muscle is what this is about. I'm working on my UI stuff with a sense of UX, but this time I'm not limiting myself to depth restraint or anything. Maybe a UX challenge might work, but in the end, I think it is a challenge for people to try out virtual things in my head. Yes, yes, just a virtual thing without thinking about a lot of how to use the previous script. Both of them are right. This comment and the guy who posts, they all have great opinion. I think I fall more side of being progressive thing if you have the right approach and mindset about it. For me personally, I push myself to really address principle of UX and UI when I do my daily UI chart. For example, the work I did on day one this week. So this is pretty good actually. The red background is a little bit weird maybe, but the other thing's good. Like I need help and I already have an account, so skip from sign up to log in. Pretty good. A sign up form sounds simple and a lot of people treat it that way. 4 line with placeholder text, but I made an effort to consider how it would animate, how the user connect color. It's important to let any job and get myself something to put out there and consistently will help with that dramatically, even if I don't have a dribble. I have seen ton engagement on Twitter alone, even made some network connection and critique pair, which is one of my most favorable thing about this whole thing. Anyway, I stopped ranting now. I can see how it doesn't help, but I don't think that's a rule. Only the outcome. You treat this challenge alphabetically and just do the bare minimum. I see it as a good way to sharpen virtual virtual sharpen, so I'm right. I see it as a good way to sharpen visual, not virtual, like virtual reality, no. Sharpen visual design skill, not necessarily UX skill. With later, you have to invest much more time in figuring out problem, and the best way to solve it on the surface. This is not something I can afford to do every day in my spare time, especially most of my thinking UX trained during the regular work hour. Yes, we can add all of those things to the challenge, make a better business requirement, art direction, target user flow. A lot more work to do this well daily, but scope it's also a good skill to learn, make a better designer by learning new knowledge domains. So it depends. And by the way, I don't have plan to make this video 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I don't care, right? Let's see. So it's already 10 minutes and 13 seconds. I have two screens, so I can know the timing on the other screen. So basically, those people's opinion is because this is the daily challenge. If you put too much stuff in it, like a UX requirement, business requirement, it's hard to do it daily, and sometimes only practice this small aspect, just scratch the surface, just only do the visual thing is also kind of good. I think it helps you to get better in thinking about design element, bottom slider, how they can fit perfect together, and what you can do better next time. It Shia LaBeouf. It help you get faster result when you design UI, because the challenge made different thing. You surely learn from it. So yes. So this is pretty good post. It posts a very useful opinion, and people talk about it in a really good way. Well, if you want to be a UI designer, this exercise truly helps a lot. You can improve the quality of your interface design, pushing pixel typography, focal point, etc. But if you want to be UX designer, daily UI will not help you much. I do agree that UX convert UI as well, but UX greatest chunk is on solving users' problem instead of doing daily UI. I think the best practice by doing some design spirit. What is this? The design spirit. Okay, entire week. Set stage and what is this? The spirit is a 5-day process for answering critical business questions through design, prototyping, and test idea with customer. Develop at GV. Its greatest hit of business strategy, innovation, behavior science, design thinking, and more packaged into battle test process that any team can use. Working together is in a spirit, right? Spirit. Amen. Sprint. Working together in a sprint, you can shortcut the endless debate cycle and compress months of work into a single week. This page, a DIY guide for running your own sprint. Monday, map out problem, pick out important place to focus on. Tuesday, you will sketch complete solution on paper. On Wednesday, you will make a difficult decision and turn your idea into testable hypothesis. On Thursday, you will hammer out a high fidelity. High fidelity basically just means high accuracy. It means look more real instead of just drawing on paper. Maybe an image and put it in a web page so it kind of look like a real. And on Friday, you will test it with a real live human. So this is book, really. $16. So 5-star, a lot of 5-star, pretty good. How many page? 288 page. Okay, March 8. Slack use Sprint to overhaul their marketing and reach more customer. Blue Bottom Coffee. I'm gonna 14 minutes. I'm gonna record this in under 20 minutes. Maybe just about 20 minutes would be fine. Too long would be awful. 5-star. I don't know how to career. Foundation medicine. Basic sprint resource. The book is complete hour by hour guide to run your sprint, huh?
Sprint.
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 Sprint. Take example this project by. I'm gonna drink something. I just constantly talking. I mean. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. A lot better than me. 2015, Andrew Lee. Just a guy who loved legend. Sorry. I admire the devotion behind those designer. Devotion, right? It has to be devotion.
Devotion.
Devotion. Not no. Devotion. Devotion.
Devotion.
I admire the devotion behind those. Behind those designers. Art exists to ask question, while design exists to solve question. Someone. Okay. Alright, it's about 20 minutes. I'm just gonna stop this. Have a nice day.